Hello and welcome. I'm Joe Martin, and thanks for joining us for the Special Money Radio WPSE podcast. Today, we're highlighting the life saving work of the Community Blood Bank of Northwest Pennsylvania and Western New York. I'm joined by Raven Edinger, Mobile Drive Coordinator for the Northwest PA region at Community Blood Bank. Raven, thanks so much for being here. Raven, I know that many people think of the Community Blood Bank as the Erie Community Blood Bank, but your reach goes much further. Can you tell us a little bit about where you organize drives and the donors you work with across the region?
Yeah, so I cover a wide region of Pennsylvania. It's stretching from Wellsboro, PA, all the way down to Butler. But my main region is in the Warren area. The region that I cover is full of small towns and strong communities. And honestly, I think that that's what makes our blood collection possible. I've got incredibly loyal donors, people who just keep coming back. They don't give just once because they know that their blood goes to neighbors and loved ones
Mhm.
that are really relying on it.
Raven, you've been with the blood bank, I understand, for several years. Can you share a little bit about the different roles you've had at the organization and how they've shaped your perspective?
So I started my journey with the blood bank in 2020. I started as a collection tech one, and that's our entry level phlebotomist role, learning how to draw blood and take care of the donors at the chair. From there, I moved on to the tech two position, where I learned how to run the Alex machine to collect plasma donation and double red cells, which are used for life saving trauma situations. And then after that, I became the team lead, which meant keeping the blood drives flowing and running smoothly, answering donor questions, other phlebotomist questions, helping with tougher sticks, making sure everything stayed organized so the experience felt easy. And then
Mhm.
in 2024, I stepped into the role of Northwestern Pennsylvania Mobile Drive Coordinator. And that's where I started working more behind the scenes, partnering with the donor chairs, scheduling drives, handling all the logistics, and making sure our donors had opportunities to give.
Raven, I understand that this mission I've heard is personal to you. Can you tell us why you're so passionate about Community Blood Bank's mission and the work that you do?
So, my connection to the community blood bank is very personal. Back in 2019, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. And towards the end of her battle, she was bleeding pretty heavily. And honestly, when I got to the hospital, I thought that we were going to lose her that day. But thanks to blood donations supplied by CBB, she received a transfusion, and that one unit gave us 3 more days with her. And it gave my sister more time to come home from college to say goodbye. And for us, that was everything. And then shortly after my mom, my Aunt Sina, who was actually a phlebotomist with CBB, was diagnosed with terminal cancer as well. And during a blood shortage that we were going through, she waited over 10 hours at WCA in Jamestown, a hospital that we supply, for a single unit of blood. And I can tell you that when cancer patients get that transfusion, it's like a miracle. They go from being incredibly sick and looking and feeling almost like themselves again. But without donors and without blood on the shelves, patients have to wait and suffer.
Boy, Raven, this is personal to you. Do you have anything to say to listeners who might be on the fence about donating blood for the first time, or maybe they haven't given in a while?
So when I meet somebody who's on the fence about donating, I remind them that it's really just about trading 45 minutes of your day for the chance to save someone else's life. Most of the time, people don't realize just how immediate the impact is. Your blood can be in local hospitals helping trauma patients or cancer patients within days. I also tell them we've all been nervous at some point. Even donors who have given for years had a very first time. But our staff are trained to make the process easy and safe and comfortable for you. And for me personally, I've seen the way one unit of blood gave my family a few more days with my mom. And that's something you just
Mhm.
can't put a price on. So if you're hesitant of it, just think of it this way. You could be the reason another family gets to share one more holiday or a birthday or even just another goodbye.
Raven, you've been an amazing guest. Thank you again for sharing your story and for all the work you do to support such a vital cause.
Thanks for having me.
To our listeners, the need for blood is critical right now. If you've ever thought about donating, or if it's been a while, this is the time to step up. Visit forhearts.org. That's FOUR hearts.org to learn more or to schedule your donation today. This is the WPSE podcast production. Thanks for listening.